I was guided as a player in many ways, in highly beneficial ways. But there was some guidance that was a little askew, it was a little awry, and I never tapped into that hidden potential. And one of the things that I was doing was eyes down. I would kill everybody one-on-one at my house. Eyes down, all the space in the world. As soon as somebody was a little faster, a little stronger, a little quicker, when they caught up to me, couldn't drop 40 points no more. I was never stressing my vision with defender perception, with help defender, cutting basket, offensive teammate. I was never stressing that stuff enough. I asked my coach, how do I get this better? No solution was provided. He just said what the problem was. You're dribbling with your eyes down. Well, that's part fear, that if you get in a situation, you don't know what to do, you start to do things with your eyes down, things are so fast, well, how do you address that? How do you explore that with the player so they don't give up on basketball? So a coach doesn't define him as eyes down, he turns the ball over. Eyes down, he doesn't make the smart play. Eyes down, he can't see the court. Eyes down, he's not maintaining his handle. Eyes down, there was a shot there, but he's too concerned with getting the ball back up to the top. How do you uncover that? How do you tap into that potential? It's not just by saying, hey, your eyes are down, sit the bench. Pick your eyes up. Well, how? How do I actually get better at it? What should I do? How do you coach it? Well, live play, live interaction, two ball, exploring your movement expression. Having you fail with less space and time while doing it your way with your eyes down. Adding a layer of you having to deal with a teammate and a help defender while you're exploring movement patterns, while your vision is stressed with strobes. So now you really have to be attuned to what information you see with your eyes up when you have strobes on, because now they're limiting how long you have to even see anything. Right? So I drove toward that main component of something that hindered me as a basketball player. That's why that's not the only reason. I studied, kinesiology and motor learning and biomechanics, and all those things point to that. Motor control, how powerful your vision is, how powerful vision is in its entirety to the animal kingdom, right? Animals that perceive and see. But when you interplay that and you realize that so many basketball players are leaving potential on the table, they're leaving potential, glory, integrity, joy, happiness, money. They're leaving all that on the table because they're getting the ball or doing things, and as soon as they do things, their eyes are dropping. As soon as they do things, they're only seeing feet. Where at the highest level, you can't be on Michigan and play with your eyes down. But does it mean that your eyes down training directly correlated to some of those players' ability to self-organize with their eyes up? No, it means that Dusty May made sure their eyes were up during their live play. It means that during their AAU, they kept their eyes up. Some players will keep their eyes up and they'll organize and they'll be given those reprieves to fail with their eyes up. Nothing will be told to them because they're a decent player. Yo, keep getting better at it. Keep going with it. And they now self-organize, eyes up, and scan the court, throw no look pass, hit a step back three, and they dominate a game. It doesn't necessarily mean that's directly correlated to the vitamins and the fundamentals of them just doing this constantly, thinking that that's addressing the limiting factors, that they happen to self-organize when they're given reprieves to play in all those AAU games and have all those strategic reps to fail or not fail and to overcome limiting factors. It's a major difference, right? So direct correlation with that, it's very questionable. I know for a fact you could do that stuff all day. You could come out here and not be able to score against blockers. You could come out here and not be able to score against pressure. You could come out here and not score with strobes on. If you do stationary drills, constantly thinking that it's going to correlate to what the capacity you have in live play if it's not addressing a limiting factor. Okay, you know the types. Okay, now we explore width, explore height. Now apply it with the live defender with the information you have to perceive. So it's important for the landscape to understand that, for the younger generation. that stuff reaches a plateau and a limit. Once you know the types, once you can dribble slow a little bit, higher and a lot higher, and go from left to right and do some of the basic generic things you can do with the basketball, repeating that over and over again, expecting a different result for it to address limiting factors is the definition of insanity. You will become insane if you continue to think, or you have no joy, or it will not lead to anything beneficial for you, and you'll keep wondering why all your work is not correlating to more success. Just because you're doing pound dribbles and you're getting tired, and you have ball control while you are stationary, and then you move a little bit and the defender's there, but he's really not stressing limiting factors. That's all well and good, but what happens under the most stress? When all the systems are stressed at once. How about we just stress one system aggressively, then stress the other system, then stress another system, and now we stress them all together. Maybe not as much, maybe just a little more of each one of them. Then we really stress them all together, maximally, so that you never feel out of control. Now you correlate what you do with how much you feel control, and then it directly translates to success. Because now the space and time you can achieve. Right. Now the deceptive qualities you can achieve. You can obtain them. You can perceive. You can throw the pass at the right time. See the cutter going through. Send information that way to your defender. Multiple things going on here. Go wide with the ball, shift him enough with your rotation, still see the cutter going through, know that he's cutting through back to the right corner now, and now you go opposite because you're expressing that movement pattern that we grooved. You're doing it with your eyes up. You're going by, getting a step, then he's coming and bumping you, and you get into a smooth stop and go while you perceive. The help defender at the block comes over, you go to look at the rim and throw the no-look pass for the right corner three. How do we get those limiting factors that you cannot overcome? How do we get you to overcome those? That's what this is about.